An observation I made while I was living in Australia and watching US politics from afar is we have really dumb political conversations in the US. People talk as if most other developed countries. I'm just kidding. There we go. Okay, we're here in the Baldwin Park neighborhood of Orlando. I got the Katy Way Trail right behind me. I wanted to make this video because I saw two videos online that I took as sort of challenges, both by Canadians. The first one suggesting that you can ride your bike year-round here with no problems.
I can't support bike lanes. How many people are riding outside today? We don't live in Florida. We don't have 12 months a year to ride on the bikes.
And that's definitely not true. The second one was more asking, like, how do you deal with the heat?
Seriously, people will use any weather as a reason why you can't walk or bike.
But we admit that we don't have the same experience with tropical climates that we have with winter climates. So if anyone does live in Florida or another similarly warm and humid climate, let us know in the comments what the biggest challenges are and what you think the way forward is for better cities in climates like this.
Because I would say off the bat that we have about 8 months, give or take, of pretty good cycling weather. And then 4 months is pretty intense heat where you're probably okay to cycle most mornings depending on how much you really get into it, but it can be a little hot in the afternoon, kind of unbearable. And even some mornings I would classify as unbearable. And you don't want to get to work a sweaty mess. And I will say, I know some workplaces have showers and locker rooms and all that stuff. My old workplace did. And that's great, but it's not always super convenient to get to work early enough to take a shower, to have all your clothes at work ready for you. Okay, so I'm taking this challenge as me needing to ride my bike to work as deep as I can into the summer before it's just too much, before I start getting to work with a wet shirt, and to start back up again as quickly as I can in the fall. All right, this is the whip. It's a Public that I've had for about 10 years now. So it was with me in California and it got packed up and shipped over here. And honestly, I have not had to replace anything, and it's got some miles on it too. You know, obviously new tires. I just put a new saddle on it. I put this basket on the front so I can stick my laptop in it while I'm riding because nothing will get your back sweatier faster than riding with a backpack on. Kind of sucks.
All right, well, here we go. It's not as cold as it gets here, but it's pretty close. It feels like temperature of 47. We got 19-mile-an-hour northwest winds, so it should make for a pretty decent tailwind. Morning. We're going to transition to the path over here. I prefer to do it out of the intersection for that reason right there. The only really hairy part of this ride is trying to cross this busy road here. Oh, hey, Peacock. Yeah, I prefer to do it here. Where I can see cars coming from both curbs. I think, no. We got it. Slow turning. One of the natural traffic calming features here is that most of the neighborhood streets are pretty narrow. I think the cartway is generally something like 28 feet. And so, if you're unfamiliar with the term, the cartway is the distance between the two curbs. Whereas right-of-way refers to the property that's publicly owned. Or, well, I guess it doesn't have to be public, because most railroads are private and they own right-of-way. But, so, you can see the sidewalk on the right-hand side. So the right-of-way is probably the edge of the sidewalk closest to the house, and probably extends a few feet past the curb on the left side. But yeah, narrow cartways, and as we're about to see, brick streets. It's actually kind of a pain in the ass because it's nice for traffic calming, but it's not nice to ride a bike on. And as we get closer to the older neighborhoods downtown, you'll see more and more brick streets, and to the point where they become impossible to avoid. I don't know how shaky that's going to be with this setup, but we shall see.
9 hours later.